Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Today we will see if we can have any more success in what will be my second Khans of Tarkir draft, any more than the first. The first was a little rough, but you know, as is the first with most drafts of most formats. As a reminder, this is the first time, or I guess now the second time I will have ever drafted Khans of Tarkir. I did not actually have the chance to draft back in 2014 because I didn't know that Magic the Gathering was a thing. But now I do, and here we are drafting Khans of Tarkir Mondays and Fridays on the channel for the next several weeks, with Wednesdays having a little bit of Ixalan content thrown in for all of you as well. If you want to hop in the comments and critique everything I'm doing here, do it under the lens that this is my second ever draft. For those of you that have drafted plenty of times before, I'm doing my best, but it's all new to me as well. And we're going to see if we can have any more success today. That's the goal. So without further ado, I'll see you in Pack 1 Pick 1. All right, here we are in Pack 1 Pick 1 and Dead Drop. Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of. I thought this was the Delve removal spell that costs like 5 and has Delve, I think. What does Deflecting Palm do? Let's see. 2 mana the next time a source would deal damage. This turn, prevent it. And then it deals that much to their controller. That doesn't seem great in limited. There is a feat of resistance here, though. And I have been told by other fellow content creators, thank you very much, that this card is quite good in the format. It did blow me out once already. 2 mana 2/2 haste attacks each combat if able. There are some lands here, which I probably should consider pretty highly based on how our first draft went. Jeskai Charm deals 4 damage. Gives creatures a buff. That's actually a pretty good charm as well. But I think this is a pretty easy feat of resistance here rather than locking ourselves into Jeskai this early. So let's take the protection spell here. So Necropolis Fiend. This was a card that did some pretty darn good work against me in the first draft. I don't know if it's a bomb, but like, it gets pretty darn close, I think. What else is there here? There's a debilitating injury, or as I call it, bad dead weight. There's a 2 mana 2/1. Man, this format, I don't think this format holds up. I don't know about you guys, but we'll get to it when I have a moment here. Set Adrift, Hordeling Outburst. So Khans is like widely regarded as one of the best formats of all time by people. And from someone who hasn't played it before, my experience so far is you're playing like just bad card after bad card, and then they drop an insane bomb, and then you just lose because all your cards are bad. I feel like it doesn't hold up. Hold through the test of time, but maybe I'm crazy in that. Like, look, just 2 mana 2/1s and 5 mana 4/4s. Granted, this one has Delve. A Strictly Worse Quick Study. A 3 mana 4/2. A hard to cast 4 mana 4/3 vanilla. Like, what are these cards here? I think I will take Mardu Horde Chief here, though. There is a Nomad Outpost, which is a good one. Do like the lands, especially with what we've got going so far. Maybe it's worth taking that over the Horde Chief, but I think Black-White is one of the better decks here, and I think Black-White Raid, Black-White Aggro Warriors is just pretty good. There's a Jeskai Elder. This seems quite good. There are 3 lands here, though, and we know lands are also good. I might just take the Scoured Barrens over the Secret, the Abzan Guide. I think Abzan Guide is good. There's Jeskai Elder as well, but unfortunately, with these 2 cards, you know, Azorius Blue-White is not really one of the supported color pairs in this set, as this is a 3-color set, where Abzan, Sultai, Mardu, Jeskai, and Temur are supported. So let's take the land here. Here's a Savage Punch. So 2 mana, creatures fight, and then it gets +2/+2 if you have Ferocious before it fights. That seems pretty good in green. There's also a Mardu Rough Rider, 5 mana, 5/4, incredibly hard to cast. When it attacks, target creature can't block. There's also just a Wind Scarred Crag here. And I think I'm just going to take the Wind Scarred Crag. What is it, 6 mana, 5/5 trample? That's incredibly hard to cast. So exciting. Let's take the Wind Scarred Crag here. Which one is this? 6 mana, 4/3 first strike when it ETBs or is turn face up. Another creature gets +3/+0. 5 mana instant speed, 3 1/1s. Defender. 4 mana, deal 3. If it has a counter on it, deals 5 instead. That's actually not too bad. There is also just Tranquil Cove here. Might just take the land. Oh, I gotta sneeze so bad. I just can't do it. Oh, struggling. I think I'll take the land over the Bring Low. 4 mana, 2/5. Gets +1/-1. This is the warrior build around. Rush of Battle. 4 mana sorcery, +2/+1, and warriors gain lifelink. Not too bad. There's a Wetland Sandbar. 5 mana, 4/2 Hexproof Prowess. Alright, lands, come on in. Let's just take all of the lands here. Temur Charm. All these charms are actually pretty good. Jeskai Banner? I mean, I'm kind of thinking of myself as Jeskai a little bit right now. We could take the Swift Spear and be a little bit on the red-white aggro side of things. That doesn't seem too bad. Defiant Strike, fine in red-white. There's a Valley Dasher. I don't know how good this card is, but if we're thinking red-white aggro, it seems fine. 5 mana, 3/3 first strike. 6 mana, 3/3 first strike. Morphs for 5. 5 mana, 5/2 morphs for 4. And a Swift Kick. These are all just like horrible. Can I interest you in a very difficult to cast 4 mana, 4/3 vanilla? No? Well, it's going in our deck. I'm not going to main deck a Shatter. I'm not going to main deck. I don't want to main deck the majority of these cards, but here we are. So for those of you that did play cons back in the day and are now playing it again, drop me a comment. Let me know if you think the format is holding up. Because I feel like I'm just drafting the most underpowered set I've ever played in my life. Rune Rattleclaw Mystic. 2 mana, 2/1. Taps to add Temur mana. Morphs for 2. When it's turned faced up, you add Temur mana. That's pretty good. What is this one? 4 mana, 2/3 Raid. Deals 2 damage to any target. That's a card. There's a Firehoof Cavalry, a Kirin, a Tormenting Voice, a Debilitating Injury. There's a Savage Punch as well. I think we're kind of locked into red-white at this point. We don't have really any green cards. I think the Heart Piercer is actually okay. 5 mana, 6/4. When it attacks, target creature defending player controls blocks it this turn if able. Okay, well, there's a Feat of Resistance. I think I'm just going to take that. When in doubt from all these bad cards, let's just take the card that I know is good. This card I think was in Dominaria United and was also just good there. Gonna have to find some cheap cards here. Some more Mardu Horde Chiefs, things like that. I don't think we're playing the Necropolis Fiend at this point, which is okay. I didn't notice that Sultai was particularly open here, which is where this would be best. Alright, 4-mana 3/2. If you attack this turn, return target creature card mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's quite good. Active Treason. Whenever another permanent ETB is under your control, each opponent mills a card. No thank you. We are going to have to make sure, maybe this Valley Dasher wheels, we're going to have to make sure we get a bunch of like 2s and 3s to make these raid cards actually decent here. I don't know if Swift Kick is any good. It seems just horrible, but that's looking at it from the lens of a 2023 drafter here. So there's a Mystic Monastery, a Jeskai banner. Did we take that other banner? No. What is this one? 3 mana 05. I guess I'll take the Monastery, and maybe we do have the lands to splash a good amount of blue cards if we wanted to. I mean, I'm not seeing like the blue cards that we necessarily need to splash right now, but we could. Canyon Lurkers, Defiant Strike, a Wind Scarred Crag. Guess I'll take Defiant Strike. We do have a Wind Scarred Crag already. If we are just going straight red-white, even if we splash a couple of blue cards, we're probably looking to be a little bit more on the aggressive side, and these tap lands aren't going to be super great for us. So I don't want to take like a ton of them. But if we open some blue bomb or something, we can probably splash it unless it's double pipped. What is this? 3 mana 4/4. Whenever it attacks or blocks, sacrifice it. That is horrible. Leaping Master, 2 mana 2/1. There you go. You can give it flying. And these are not necessarily the cards we need to splash. Another Tranquil Cove, though. But let's take the Leaping Master here. Here's a Ponyback Brigade. We do have a Scoured Barrens, so maybe we could fit this in at the top of the curve. It also just morphs. There's a Bloodfell Caves, which could help us with it. I don't think we need a Canyon Lurkers or a Bloodfire Mentor. So let's take the Ponyback here, and maybe we find a way to get it in. Red-white base, splashing black and maybe blue. We'll see. This seems like a really fun build around. My opponent like destroyed me with this already. Everything else is garbage. And I don't think we're playing a ton of warriors. Yeah, we have 3. So we're probably not playing Russian Battle, but it's the closest thing there. Alright, Firehoof Cavalry is a cheap card that can help us enable raid. It's 1 mana 1/1, but it works well enough with Feat of Resistance and things that it's probably playable. I'm not playing anything in this pack, so let's throw that over there. Here's this. Okay, the Valley Dasher did come back. I think I'm taking that over Swift Kick here, and just trying to get our opponent dead before they go too big. We have 1, 2, 2 2-drops and 3, or 2 1-drops and 3 2-drops here. See what we find in the last pack. Well, I got completely owned by this card already once in this draft, or in this set. 4 mana 3/3. It's got morph, and you can unmorph it to counter a spell, and if it's countered, you get to cast it for free. What else do we have? 3 mana 2/1. Morph, when it turns up, it gains 2 life. That's pretty good. There's the Rough Rider, an Active Treason. So the power of this card is morphing it, and I don't know how much we're going to want to try to splash a double blue morph card and hold up 6 mana in our deck. So I think I'm just taking Watcher of the Roost here. And really wishing that this morph was just like 5 and a blue. But let's take the Watcher. Another Valley Dasher. And a bunch of defensive cards. And a Windscarred Crag. Guess we'll take the Valley Dasher here. Maybe this wheels if we take the Crag. Not seeing the blue cards we want to splash. In fact, this is pack 3, pick 2, and our neighbor 100% took a blue card. Well, maybe not 100%, because there is a Snowhorn Rider here, so this does count as blue. But I think I'm going to take the Valley Dasher. Ooh, here's a red rare. 5 mana 3/3 double strike prowess. Let's take it. It's 5 mana, but that 5 mana 3/3 double strike just seems good in this set. There's also a Mardu Heartpiercer, which would be good. Very good. Another Defiant Strike, which would be fine. Trumpet Blast, maybe. Ponyback, possibly. But let's take the Dragon-style Twins. Untap all creatures you control that gain flying and double strike until end of turn. Holy cow, that's a way to win a game. There's also Jeskai Charm, which we could splash off these Tranquil Coves. Smite the Monstrous, Salt Road Patrol, Summit Prowler. This is just too expensive. You get stuck with this in your hand, or you don't have a board and this doesn't do anything. Jeskai Charm at least has some modality to it. 5 mana deals 6 to target creature. When it dies, exile their graveyard. Okay. 3 mana 3/1 Prowess. That attacks well. That works well with our Heartpiercer and the Horde Mate. This is removal, which we're lacking a little bit of. There's an Alabaster Kirin as well. I guess we can take like our first removal spell, basically. Let's try that. 4 damage to a creature. Create 2 1/1s that get first strike. Reveal their hand, non-creature, non-land. So you cast Duress. There's a Jeskai Student, a Bloodfire Expert, and an Efreet Weapon Master, though. All these are good. We don't have the greatest fixing for black. Have 5 instants now, which is good with Jeskai Student. I think I'll just take the 2-drop there. Barrage of Boulders. 1 damage to each creature you don't control. If you're ferocious, they can't block. Probably not. I guess I'll take a Swift Kick. I don't know if this is a good Swift Kick deck, but you never know. Windscarred Crag. This might actually be pretty good. Let's try one of these over the Crag. Active Treason and Mardu Rough Rider. I think I'll just take an Active Treason, I guess. Siegecraft, Jeskai Banner, Trumpet Blast, Canyon Lurkers. I don't think I'm playing this stuff. That could be playable. There you go. Came back with the expert. All right, so gosh, I just feel like this deck is horrible, but like it might be great. I just don't know. We don't have any of the busted rares necessarily. So I could probably get the Ponyback and the Barons out of here. We could play these 2 blue cards off of a Monastery, an Island, and 2 Tranquil Coves. And then we have 8 red sources and 7 white sources here. The mana isn't... No, we have 9 red and 8 white. With 4 of our lands being tap lands. Yeah, I guess I can try it like this. I mean, I just feel like this deck is so bad. Active Treason just to cheese out a win with a big creature or something. Yeah. Let's try it and see if it's any good. Not a single clue. See you in game 1. Okay, we go first, and we do not have any of our 1 or 2 drops. We have an active trees and a feat and a summit prowler. This hand is so bad. So let's keep it. I should probably have mulligan this hand, but this format is like not at all aggressive. Ooh, sorry. No idea what just happened there. All right. I don't think I'm going to morph this because I don't want to reveal Feat of Resistance from my hand, and I'd rather just have a 2/1 flyer. That just seems better to me. Because the only way you can unmorph this is by revealing a white card. Granted, we could have drawn another white card that we might have wanted to play, but I'd rather they not know I have Feat of Resistance in hand. Gonna go ahead and play the Prowler here, be the most mana efficient. Could have gotten the Horde Chief to get another 1/1, but that is not very mana efficient here. What does that even do? +1/+0 deals combat damage, pay a life if you do draw a card. That is quite good. Only reason I didn't block there is so I can hold up Feat of Resistance this turn. I think I need to save the feat to get through this Alabaster Kirin now. So how do I do this? Do I just hold it back? Or... It isn't a warrior, so it's not going to trigger off of this thing. So I guess I won't be blocking if they have open mana, so let's just do this, see if they block. I assume they won't. And I just play another one of these. I guess that means I could have attacked with this one now. Oh, that thing has vigilance. That's annoying. There's another Horde Chief. And another Hate Blade. Might be able to cheese out an active treason win here at some point. Oop, hello. Don't know what they have, but it's probably something good. Let's see. No, okay, just jamming on in there. So we'll protect this from black. And now, if I steal their Kyrian, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, well, that's lethal. Act of treason. Good old act of treason. The OG itself for the win. Alright. Pretty straightforward game there. Alright, we go first again with Swift Spear and Horde Chief. So if they don't have a 2-drop, we get to raid away with Horde Chief here. I feel like I'm playing standard. Mono red standard here. Okay, hopefully no 2. Well, kinda. Gonna lead on Valley Dasher and hope they don't play an X3 here. That would, Alright, that doesn't block. Now we do have Burn Away to kill something that could get in the way of our Valley Dasher here, but that is fine. Let's get in with everything. Go to damage, fine by me, and now we can post-combat kill their Wind Scout. That felt good. Granted, we're left with a 2-3, but, I mean, you know, what can you do? That's fine. Gonna hold the land in the event that they have some sort of discard spell. What does that do? ETB's mill 3. Whenever one or more creature cards are put, get a 2/2. Graveyard from your library. I see. Okay. And it can even block. Do I burn away the Sidisi right now? Or do I see if they do some sort of double block here? No, I think I just do this now. Opens up attacks for basically everything. And I'm going to get in with the 1/1 as well. They have to chump the Dragon Twins no matter what. Yeah. So. Alright. Pushing through, getting more wins. Let's go. Alright, we're first again. Thank you very much. We've got Valley Dasher, so let's dash away. And Defiant Strike can make this attack into a 3 toughness creature here, so that could work. See if they play a black to... Yeah, so they could trade now. They'll just debilitating injury it anyway. Alright, well, I guess we're doing this. Not much really else to do here. Sultai banner. Sure. They can give this or death touch still. Do I want to trade though? Yeah. Well, they don't even need to give it death touch, but I think I'm okay just trading. I know they will. And I'm not going to play this because I'd like to pick off a creature with that, if at all possible. Hooting Mandrills. Yeah? I guess I could Jeskai Charm away their Hooting Mandrills here. Then they're going to miss another land drop. And then they can't even recast it because they don't have cards in the yard anymore. Could also just burn away, but I think I'm going to Jeskai Charm it. Because again, this guarantees they miss a land drop. And also cannot recast it. So that all works out. Don't have 6 mana, but I can morph that. See what they've got at instant speed here. Sure, it's something to kill this. Yep. So let's morph and end the turn. Can unmorph it next turn. Sure. Costs 5, right? Yeah. Okay, they found their land. Archer's Parapet. Put a counter on each creature you control. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1. That's pretty good. Alright. Oh, and they have flying? Oh, because of this thing? Nice. Good for you. Now I have to burn away this thing. Or I could piercer it down if they block here. That seems okay too. They get a 1/1. It's got first strike. Can save the burn away for the Falconer or something. I'm gonna Outlast. Okay. You have a 4/5. And a 4/4. Now do I burn away the mandrills? It opens up good attacks this turn, that's for sure. They get another 1/1. See if they chump. Looks like they will. Alright. Gotta fade a couple more larger creatures here. This can punch through a 5 toughness creature. It's just that they have something in response. This is going to be pretty bad. And they very well might. I just... I have to kind of go for it. I can't just sit here. So we reveal this. They know it's coming, but we're casting it anyway, so... Now they remove it? Yeah. I mean, I figured they had something there. But we had to try to get through in some way. Feels bad for the 2-for-1, but I guess I could have just held back. Oh, that also has flying. That's nice. Alright, looks like we'll lose to flying here. Got blown out with Defiant Strike, but, I mean, they had the removal spell they were going to use on it at some point, so we were never going to connect with it again, basically. I think we've basically used all our removal, too. Charm, Burn Away. Not really doing what we wanted to do. We're just drawing 3 mana 2/3s and 2 mana 2/1s. Alright, let's see if we get blown out again. I mean, we have to make this block. We can't just chump, though, right? Like, see if they've got the removal again. No, alright. Still alive somehow. Never mind, we're dead next turn now. Yeah, that will do it. Okay. Just lost to a big flyer. I mean, maybe I was supposed to kill the flyer. In fact, I was probably supposed to kill the flyer. I just thought I could get them down low enough by burning away the mandrill, so I have attacks that turn, but then a 4/5 flyer, which you can't really deal with it. So probably should have just killed that. All right, finally get to go second. We have a Jeskai Charm on 3 if we want it. No 2-drop, but we do get 2 shots at a 2-drop to open up Horde Chief Raid on 3. Let's see if we can find it. Two-mana 2/2 Death Touch. Whenever it attacks, if you ferocious, it gets +1/+1. Okay. I mean, just gotta play our creature, I guess. Yeah, more lands is what I need here. Okay, I can eventually like reset that thing if they try to get it big enough with the Jeskai Charm here, but we are not getting through this wall anytime soon. Valley Dasher is so bad on this board. What am I even doing? They're just gonna block with this thing over and over again. At some point, leave this up, and then block with that. Oh, I'm also just fine with that. A 1/4. So I can Feat and Defiant Strike here to get rid of that. This thing has Death Touch as well. They have all their mana open. I probably don't want to be swift kicking into open mana here. Sure. Okay, so that was all they had. They have a bunch of 7-drops in hand or something? A Woolly Loxodon or whatever? Okay, that's okay. Do I get rid of the parapet, or do I get rid of the Heir of the Wilds? I think I'm gonna get rid of this thing, or at least try to. Okay. And then we do still have Jeskai Charm. I think at this point I'm going to Jeskai Charm their Nightblade here to reset it and also protect my life total a little bit. I mean, I can give all my creatures +1/+1 and lifelink until end of turn? That's ridiculous. Like, that's going to be so good next turn, actually. Unless they have just a huge creature. Even if they do, I'm still attacking into it. Just gotta hope my creatures don't die. That does get rid of at least one of our creatures here. Really just banking that they don't have instant speed removal. They have instant speed kind of removal. Dang. Alright. Okay, well, here we go. Can only activate this once, so I can't quite trade with their Nightblade here yet. Okay, that's something I need to activate on that. They have some sort of removal spell here. Not yet. They do have an instant, though. Suppose I could have saved that for my turn to get the prowess trigger, but they have 2 tricks? They do have 2 tricks. Good for them. Are they dead? No, because they block, and then take 3. But they're dead next turn. Yeah, I can activate that twice, so it becomes a 5/1 trample. So they block here, or they trade, or they eat it, and then they eat it, and then we're dead on the backswing. So we have to dodge a creature here? Creature or removal? Gosh, do we go for it now? Because if we go for it, we have to activate this, right? Because they block. No, we don't technically have to. They would have to have removal as well in hand. So they're dead on board because they block here. They block here, they take 5. They block here, they block there, they take 4. So they are currently dead on board unless they top decked removal, which they didn't. So we did manage to get through there. I probably could have played that one a little bit cleaner. But a win is a win. Alright, well this hand is a little bit awkward. We've got the Valley Dasher on 2. We need more lands. We're a blue away from Jeskai Charm. 2 lands away from Prowler. We have a lot of 2s even if we start missing lands here. Now we're just 1 land away from the Prowler here, so I think it's okay. That's annoying. Of course that blocks our 2/2 just perfectly fine. But I need to play. I don't need to play it now because they just hold up an instant on my turn and they kill this instantly. Okay. Would like a land, obviously. Can I interest you in not only missing a land, but drawing another card you can't cast? So it looks like Valley Dasher is dead now. No? They chose not to kill it? Alright, well if we can't find lands quick, we're gonna be out of this one in short order. Not exactly what I was looking for. It's close, but doesn't quite do the trick here. So let's have them kill it now. There you go. Oh, perfect. Arc Lightning for the clean 2-for-1. Another kill spell. Thank you very much. I would prefer you just stopped doing that. Please don't have another one. How do they still have so many? The removal in this set sucks, yet you're killing every single thing I play. Could you please just, like, calm down? Non-creature, non-land. Do you want more removal, perhaps? I guess I can kill their Jeskai student now? Could also kill their 3/3. But this trades with that. So what if we... did that, and then honestly I could just offer this trade too. Okay. And then they move to discard? Sure. Not gonna let us get raid? Yeah. I can use Feat of Resistance. It doesn't let them... It still lets us hold up Jeskai Charm, but it doesn't let us use the raid here. So, guess we can do that, and then hold up the Jeskai Charm. Brutal. Now I have to use this defensively, which feels so bad. So let's do Horde Mate and then get back Swift Spear, I think? Yeah. Swift Spear is good with the Defiant Strike here. And the Horde Mate just trades with the Warden. See if they have another 2-for-1 here. Kinda. But it's still a 2/3. What does that even do? Deals X damage? Okay. Well, guess we put him to dead here. Next turn to the Watcher. Now they're not. Now they are. Alright, managed to top deck well enough. Tough little matchup there, but we managed to actually just draw the cards we needed to when we needed them. Alright, we're a little off of red mana here, but we do have a turn 1 play that could potentially trade up and the Horde Chief on 3 to raid ourselves into an extra 1/1. Found the red, so that's nice. No X3. Okay, that's an X2. I'm fine with that. So I'm actually going to do this and offer the trade with Valley Dasher and then Defiant Strike trading as well. Because it's not really a 2-for-1. We got rid of their morph. We also drew an extra card, so let's just see if they can not play an X3 now that we have our 2/2 that can't stop attacking. This card is just not very good. Okay, sure. Lands is what I need. Oh, this is one of those that flips into like an 05 or whatever. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's also fine. I'll trade it off. I don't think I'm trading the Feat of Resistance for this, because I want to make sure I get my creatures down here. I just wanted to bluff attack there. Make them think I don't have anything, so that I can play my creatures down. 6 mana. There's a lot of scary things you can do in this format with 6 mana. Sure. Okay. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile from your graveyard. Sure, so let's attack here. Can't imagine they're trading. And then we hope this survives, I guess. Alright, they're digging in their graveyard. Here comes Delve. Oh, I didn't even notice they got that in there. How did they get that in there? They have instant speed Delve? That wouldn't be great. They might. Yeah, it looks like they do. I don't know the format well enough to know how many instant speed Delve cards there are. So do I have to Feat of Resistance the Summit Prowler just to save it here? Oh, it's a removal spell with Delve. They get to, like, 3 for 1 me. Murderous Cut. Yeah, okay. So how do I do this here? I think I'd rather save this. And then just have that get eaten. This isn't the most mana efficient thing here, but this could be a surprise way to really blow them out for not blocking. And by blow them out, I mean be actual lethal. Okay, so do they block the twins here? If they don't, they lose. So how would they do this? They would block with the Vizier, and if they don't, they would chump here. So if they block, this would eat that. This would also eat that. Okay, that worked out. Could have been better if they had just chosen to not block, but it's fine. So I could trade this with that. see if they have anything first. They don't have anything, so my option is to just trade this with the Nightblade here. If they don't have anything, then I can attack with everything. Because they can eat the 2/3, trade here, take 5. They have a 3/3, and I have a bunch of stuff left. Yes, they do that. They do that. That's what I thought. They take 5. They have 1 creature left. I have a 4/3 first strike and a bunch of other stuff too. And there we go. Alright. Sometimes you just gotta ask yourself, what happens if I attack all? Usually it's fine. Alright, opponent goes first. We have all of our colors. Not quite the 2-drops yet, but it hasn't been the biggest issue yet so far. Ooh, fetch lands. What are we playing, Modern? There's the 2-drop. Double fetch land. If they were money drafting in paper, they'd be doing well. Really hoping they're not playing an X3 once again. Oh, that's a tough one. This is a really good build around. So whenever they cast a non-creature, they can pay 1. If they do, they tap a creature I control, and it doesn't untap for my next untap step. Oh my goodness. Now we can never attack again. I guess we're going to have to Feat of Resistance if they go for a non-creature spell here, so that we don't get everything tapped down. Swift Spear, yeah. Okay, we're drawing very well this game, I will have to say. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So they're basically almost dead here. So if we do this, then they're dead. Now it's their turn to act. Okay, I guess they're just dead. Wow, that was about the best curve out we could have possibly had with this deck. That was incredible. Alright, 2 shots at a trophy here with this mediocre red-white splash blue deck. Let's find it. Alright, we're first with all of our raid payoffs and none of our cheap creatures. But, you know, having creatures is usually just fine. Because the creatures are all bad, and if they all go up against each other, then it ends up working out most of the time. As we get into this last game here, just wanted to remind you all that I do post every single draft that I do. You don't not see anything that I do because of, I think it's kind of pointless to only show you the great stuff that I do. Everyone has bad drafts too, so sometimes if you just crap out of a draft, then, you know. Ooh, swift kick. Perfect timing. But also, first of all, if you're still watching however long into this video and you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We also have a Patreon over on Daily Draft Patreon. You can go ahead and check that out as well if you want to give back to the channel. It's very, very inexpensive and just a way to give back for the content that I create. Hopefully you enjoy it. And that's the goal, is just that people enjoy the content that we make. That I make. I could pay 6 to untap it. That is not a great rate. So we'll play a 4-mana 4/3 and hold up Defiant Strike. And maybe next turn we pay 6 mana and hit them for 2. Because they're not doing anything. Okay. I guess I just hold up Feet of Resistance here. Alright. They don't have anything. Sure, just go to 9, I guess. Still hold up my protection spell. Still nothing, move to discard. Alright. Treasure Cruise. Do I just have lethal now? Yes, is the answer. Okay. They did a whopping 1 spell there. Okay, we just went 7-1 with that deck. Is that actually a good deck in this format? Like, I have no idea. My instinct tells me no, but it just kind of wiped the floor with basically every opponent we played. So, hello, first Cons of Tarkir trophy? I didn't think the Valley Dashers were great, but apparently they did the work. The Dragonstyle Twins were fine. These Summit Prowlers are just fine in this format. Like, they hit hard. A couple of raid cards. Yeah, the deck went 7-1. So thanks for tuning in today. Wednesday will be Ixalan. Tune in Friday for the next Tarkir draft. I will see you next time for your daily draft.